is a good example of, do you say fewer solutions to more problems emerged on ground in the last few days he has come on board? It looks like it's been all solutions so far. But then there are emerging problems of insecurity in the FCT. There's school teachers' payments to be done and all the likes of that, inherited problems. But then he still has to face it and deal with it in his first few days in office. And he says he's an actionable minister. So I guess he will get it done. That's my guess. So bringing forward the question again, problems and solutions, more problems, few solutions, or you've had more few solutions, you have more solutions to fewer problems in 100 days. How do you judge yourself right and determine what works, what doesn't work, and what could have been done and needs to be done differently? I'd like to ask you what you think. And also along the lines of that, as the show continues, I'll let you know what Benga Daniel and Governor Abiodun, what are they dragging that has become so much public despair, just to follow through with the way they've organized this agreement. Stay with me. Let me find out from you what you think right here on Morning Crossfire.
This is Morning Crossfire.
Good morning to you.
Thank you, Doctor. Very nice. A good journalist that we're always proud of. God bless your heart. God bless your family.
Thank you, sir.
Family.
Amen, sir.
Better. I'm telling you, if I don't listen to Nigerian people, as if I am gone.
Yes.
To say, some people disagreement. They don't want to address instances like Niger State. Let me use as an example. It came up a lot of problems, but since the 100 days, there's nothing. There is nothing on ground. There is nothing on air. There is nothing on the media that I want to provide the solutions. The mix up insecurity situations. Is it the how our road has been bad, or how the civil servants has been in a minimum wage problem? There's nothing. What we are saying now, one lie. People can no longer speak.
Okay.
I am telling you, Dr. Femi, this is the biggest problem in the country. If people will be founded like this, I am telling you, the issue of insecurity will increase more again. Within the community, within the outside community, within the friends that are coming, I am telling you.
All right. Well, let's leave it at that with Chiomale. Yeah.
There will be another Nigerian.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to go on the break, but remember the framework of our conversation, I still really like to know what you think. Stay close. This is Morning Crossfire with Femi Live. I'll be back. You can keep up with me at this time.
I'm often asked, why do I do a political show? Well, it has to be because of one of my favorite political quotes, the Gessner philosophy. And it says, the right leaders feel a sense of urgency in good times and bad, whether facing threat or opportunity. No matter what, they are obsessed, afflicted with a creative compulsion and inner drive for progress, burning hot coals in the stomach that remains constant, whether facing threat or opportunity. This is what I also believe, that there's a sense of urgency that needs to be done with every right leader. And that is why I do the show. This, I believe. I am Femi D. Amele.
5.1 Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
Nothing breaks the news like the news. Trust me, I can prove it. I do it every morning on Morning Crossfire from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Nigeria Info 95.1, and I'm Femi D. Amede. Join the biggest conversation around the national politics every day in a way that is trustworthy, full of passion, and yes, covers the biggest politics and the stories that matter to you. See, you have all the reasons to find out what's going on in Nigeria and be engaged differently. Let's talk. That's the way to go, even this morning.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
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 This is Nigeria Info.
Question this morning. Few solutions, more problems, or do you have more solutions to the problems in 100 days? I'm going to take that up. But Dakwa Abiodun, well, the governor of the state, is really let his predecessor, Benga Daniel. I'm not too sure what's going on, but there's a demolition of the property of Benga Daniel's wife already going to have taken place. Take a listen to his reasons for doing so.
This is Morning Crossfire.
Press conference. And I said, we will not allow for this to happen. If you build without approval, if you build beyond your approval, if you don't build in line with our regulations, the building will come down. Let's go to this dark scheme. First, I can assure you that our physical planning team will not have the responsibility of masking who the owner of a company, it is beyond their calling or their mandate. As far as they know, a company called Datchem had applied for to erect a 5-story building. That approval was filed in 2000, way beyond our administration. But sometime in 2002, a invention notice went to the owners of Datchem, regardless of who they are. Nobody. You don't have to. In Ogun State, Nigeria, we don't have a set of laws for the common man and the VIP. That's not the way. There's one law for everybody, no above the law. And the law is not a respecter of VVIPs or VIPs. So they sent a contravention notice to Datchem, regardless of who the owner of Datchem was not their priority. After they sent a contravention notice in May 2022, they sent a stop order to Datchem, saying, stop working on this project, you come and correct this contravention. They followed that stop order with another stop order. Again, they sent 3 stop orders. A violation order. They sealed the premises. The owner of Datchem, in their minds, must have felt that they were above the law because they were totally recalcitrant. Marks of impunity. If the Ministry of Fiscal Analysis sends you a contravention, sends you a stop order, you a seal order, and you continue with the construction in violation of the safety, all of us know it. They send you a demolition order. You still respond. You begin to sneak into the building at night. You begin to walk there. You begin to attempt to grease palms. They can overlook intervention. But the day of reckoning will always come. I want to salute the courage of the men and women of the Ministry of Plan. After followed all these steps, I understand the owners of Datchem now their lawyers to go to court. Instructing your lawyers to go to court and file an action does not intertwine a stop order on government and file an action at any point in the action will even be an action that has no. That will be up to the court to decide when and if the court decides that you cannot say you are enforcing such action.
This is Morning Crossfire.
Well, that's the build up. It looks like Ogun State, the alignment is all over. It's not so straightened. It's wobbling, if I would use the word. Okay, we'll see how that goes. Let's get back to the day's conversation, right? More problems, few solutions. More solutions, few problems. How do you create such atmosphere? I know a lot of people are not even looking the way of this, but I know some people have kept track of Alex Oti in our state. What has he been able to do in his first 100 days? Enough. And many other governors. Some have really proven to be star. Like Dauda of Zamfara State. Governor Dauda of Zamfara State. He's got connection. He's a good man. I would say, no fear. I know if you know him, and they've all insisted he's a good. So he's committed to doing the things he's doing. And the days ahead would only determine things will play out under his leadership. All right, let's find out from you. 100 days. Game. Is this the part of the company or it's not? Good morning. Good morning to you. Yes, welcome.
Good
morning. Yes, how are you today? She's doing good. She's doing good.
Thank you. This is Donatus calling from Sept.
All right, welcome.
Dr. Femi.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. We need mirror to match himself if the watch keeps him on. You understand? So 100 days to even be to compare if you are well or not. If they can remove me in just I will see the pain. So they do something that to make you to see the pain 1 minute.
Oh, wow.
That is very
interesting. Instant solution. That would be an interesting one. What instant solution could that be? Okay, it's not so instant if 100 days are long, but it looks like everything is just more addition, more be or the other in various ways. Good morning. I'm glad you joined the share.
Good morning, what class Dr. Femi? I'm on myself of Bakar Ali Ketin, I'm coming from PW Cobol.
Why?
This morning, 100 days in office. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, I wanted to ask, why you have so? I don't even know that's how to pronounce it.
Yeah, I'm having a little cold,
So sorry about that. Sorry, different.
Thank you for asking. the 100 days in office. Well, in times you have to have some little introspection, then retrospection. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Look at where President Tinubu was coming from. Looking at landmines set for him. Looking at what the other government, even though it is the same government that inherited, I will rate him high. However, the areas I will rate him low was that singular pronouncement that he made during his inauguration that was not written by media aid. If you don't entrust your media aid by assigning them, there was no written, you said mine, but the president doesn't have a mind of his own. You are controlled by some people and you.
But isn't that the same thing that a lot of people accuse President Goodluck Jonathan of? To say he doesn't have a mind of his own. He has too many people in his cabinet. A similar accusation was meted out from former President Buhari to say he has a kitchen cabinet that the Baba say go and they do go and they even anointed people on his behalf.
When I said of his own, I'm saying pertaining to his script. He read that before going to Eagle Square, isn't it?
It's possible.
And it did not deem it fit that he wrote, they did not write that subsidy should be removed. So if he had wanted subsidy to be removed, they would have it in the script. That's what I'm saying. By having the mind, as a president, you don't have of your own. You have rehearsed this before you come there. There was no removal in it. And you can say, what's on your mind? No, you don't do that. And that was the biggest mistake he made. If I were in his shoe, I would have gone first, for Buhari to push it for 8 years to remove it. There must be something. There must be a wisdom behind that. I will sit my team that, okay, this thing will end in July. Okay, how do we go about? Should we extend it to December? Our refineries will have been in order. Should we do this to December? When we will have ample to prepare for palliative and other things. Isn't it? That is what I would have in my own position. But in his own wisdom, since he's there, he sees things that I cannot see, and knows things that I can never know at this level now. The decision is not for him. But for the other positives, my brother, the positives are just too much. Mr. Femi, I'm very sure if you have appointment in Dubai, you will pick your ticket and be good day. A lot of presidents of the world want to do business with Nigeria. I'm very, very sure, deep down your soul, every other Nigerian listening, we have a president that he can look at this man when he's flowing. No speech, no transponder, nothing. My leader is when my leader is speaking, I have this kind of, I don't know if it's the orgasmic feeling, you know what I mean? I feel that this is the man, this is the real.
Okay.
Yes.
But I do hear you.
And we have a leader that have on the ground. You do anyhow, you see anyhow.
But
and
then
that is one of the quality leaders.
And still, they didn't listen enough to saying there's poverty in the going on. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to gauge him. He's the leader of the country. I'm just saying that if you listen so much, it's possible he might have noticed or heard adventure in feedback about the level of extreme poverty crippling into the average Nigerian life. Okay, I've got room for more calls. I know some people, Femi, this stay someplace. I don't be anywhere. I've looked at everybody. Can I go? Good morning to you. Yes, you need to turn down your radio.
Femi.
Good morning, madam.
Thank you. This is Mary from Gwagwalada.
Oh, have you on?
Thank you. Can you ask?
Madam Mary.
I said yes. In 100 days,
yeah.
In 100 you can do something. Just as in one day you can, just a statement can destroy the whole country. So in 100 days you can do so much. When the president said subsidy is gone, and when NSC wanted to go on strike before the strike, the president had a broadcast, national broadcast. And he said he was going to float 1,000 high-capacity buses. They're going to increase salary, minimum wage. Where are those things? All we are seeing is that in Abuja, even in Gwagwalada where I am yesterday, was a guard. My mouth was open. I was returning from town. I did my car and I stopped at SDP Junction. Come and Agberos. Agberos have been the order of the day everywhere, and the confidence they are using to do it, so there is somebody backing them.
So you think the president is responsible for that, even though I know that NLT had faction out the fight.
President directly. Hello, Femi.
Yes, Amuchi.
I'm not the president directly is backing them, but people in this government must be backing them. The evidence is not what somebody can just.
Oh dear. Mary, are you still with us? Okay.
They should try and do something.
All right.
I'm still with you.
Okay.
I'm still with you.
Interesting point you do have to say.
He's trying his best to do, yes, he's trying his best to do what he can do. But what we are feeling, the pains are too much. The pains are too much. Our salary is still where it is. So, yeah, the prices of things in the market gone 400% of what it used to be. So please, they should something.
All right, brilliant contribution, Mary, there. And it's always a money Crossfire. So forgive me if I sweep it when I try to get notice of you and your viewpoint. Good morning to
Hello, good morning, Bidi.
Good to connect with you. How are you today?
I'm fine. My name is Lassie. Now get the Ango meeting. You know you be Ango meeting Amariago.
Hey,
I greet you, sir.
I greet you too. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
100 days in office, most especially, is just like what a friend, Abubakar Ali, in time we agree and disagree. With that statement, subsidy is gone. But do you know that Femi is still paying subsidy? You need to understand that they pay if they remove it, we will be buying petrol at the rate of almost 1,000 naira per liter. And now the past administration have messed everything up. Our president, as the Minister of Petroleum, the past 8 years, he even declared himself as the Minister of Petroleum. But nothing was done to our refinery. Look here, as the people protest, they go have the listening ear. They say, no, we have brought the subsidy back. We'll see the next line to take. But once we went and commissioned the refinery, saying that it will start production at the month of July, now in September. And there's not even hope the refinery will start work by this day. So these are the things. They came, so it's just like some places, they will push up boreholes, they will carry water to the they will go and celebrate, and before you know, no water. So this didn't happen here. They went and commissioned the refinery, saying that July start production, nothing has been done.
But it's not on the he attended the event. Tinubu attended the event. He did attend the event, but as the president of the country at the time.
Yes. Yeah, I know that he attended the event. And want to say that why couldn't refinery work? It's building refinery. India has been operating since 2001, and the refinery is working. To commend him for traveling to settle the issue there. Yes, they say, yesterday I was hearing that it is saying, yes, there must be paperwork. It's not that after settling, people will start going up. It's just like starting plane. You can't just plane and stick on. Or you start getting and start moving. It must settle down. There must be settlement. There are some agreements that need to be made.
Okay.
And everything will be done. So thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much as well. By the way, the wife of the president of 2 states in Jos, Oluremi Tinubu, she's there to distribute palliatives to people who need it. You already also know Sokoto State, the Vice President Shetima was to look at some of the solutions, the transport solution to challenges of the states there. And other areas are having their own way of providing palliatives, as the federal government had given out resources to them to look at how to share. But is anybody talking about the quality or the quantity or what to be given and what is to be received along the lines of what is truly needed? That's another thing wonder about. All right, let me read from Jabi's message. He says, good morning, Femi. I have passed the vote of no confidence in President Tinubu. He should resign, please. He doesn't have the capacity to solve the problems of Nigeria, as he started the blame game already. What we are going to experience throughout his time. God bless Nigeria. Peter from Jabi did share that. FMD Live, 100 days in office is no joke in assessing the performance of a president in the national. Yet, one can begin to summarize on the president's body, president's body language. Even the early pains are not absolute indications of bad administration. And Nigeria should admit that things are all really gone bad before Tinubu and squarely structurally banking tackle right set in. Hi, Femi. I'm one of the strong believers of Nigeria's nationhood, but I'm beginning to hope in recent times, especially the way energy insecurity is threatening us, FCT. Only God knows how many people have lost their cars in the city, sent our nation, including myself, in the time without any traces of seeing it again. Just last night, I read with shock a text message sent by an 18-year girl who said that those whom she boarded their taxi weren't allowed to go, which means that she had been kidnapped in broad daylight. This is very worrisome. 100 days, nothing to write about. CCTV should be installed in strategic places in the FCT. Jide Abdulaziz writes that in. Good morning, Femi. In the first 100 days, President Tinubu used a tailoring concept where clothes are cut in pieces as to be sewed together, and gradually they are being fixed to bring a good fitting dress. Subsidy removal, true, all of us are balanced, but with judicious, yes, the one I'm looking for, implementation. We all enjoy at last, like a tornado that was made to become a new. The government performs wonders in the first 100 days in office. Chima from Apple. Read, then why did it become a phenomenon to always declare what was done in 100 days in office? Why do government or government officials come out to say, I have done this in 100 days? If at the end of the day, part of it that you start to look at and say, you some part, you not do some part. Why is it so much a thing to talk about, and then things don't add up as it should be down the line? Yes, I'm glad you joined. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Omali.
Yes, welcome.
How was on that? I was loved ones.
Very thanks for asking. And you?
Thanks, this is Laduna calling from Kuba Federal Housing.
Welcome.
100 days in office and by APC regime is hardship. Because when President came on to power, he put Nigeria no hardship. After the former President Buhari leave. So I didn't see anything good change in this 100 days of the regime. So I always this platform and there was if anybody expects good to APC government, it was not stand. Because in 2015, we hear this thing, the plan A, plan B, the APC to the same Nigerians. Only few of us were clever. Now we know the direction of it. Even the APC rule 100 years in this year, you put a job to hardship because they don't need to. Our prayer, Nigerians, let us pray. What Muslim and Christian, God, the APC, and Tinubu. Because there's something that tells the refinery will finish by December. For that God, they're lying.
Well, you can until we get to December now, then we'll be able to tell it's a lie or not. Yeah.
The same thing we did for 8 years.
But I thought you'd be confident that President Tinubu is not Buhari. So until we get to December, they are the same thing. Wow. Interesting point. Thank you. Do you Buhari, Tinubu is continuing from where Buhari stopped. Are you with him on that point? Well, Leo says, good morning, Femi. Please, Nigerians have been misinformed. There was no agreement with the UAE government, but there was an agreement on a second meeting. It's not Uhuru yet on visa to Dubai. Leo from Cuba sets in. Ibu Fuba from Muse says, good morning, Femi. In 100 days, every government from the federal government to state have been doing a lot in these days. But the level at which the rot in the system, it's much more time to build. A building can be destroyed with the stick matches, but no building can be built in a day, no matter how small. Talk more of a country like Nigeria with more wicked and bad individuals who do not want anything to work, who go about to sabotage every little effort of the government on change our ways and thinking nothing will change. I thought in 100 days also be exploring a conversation around what's it called now? The obsidy individuals who have taken advantage. There were talks about, right? There are talks about, they have won't be able to see to it that they take advantage of the government subsidy and the likes of that. Remember, there were people who said, we're going to back on this, we're going to provide transport for government and the likes of that. There's that category. Then there's the unnamed, and no name can be named or not able, if I would say, names seems to have taken advantage of the government in the past. Are they still in play? They still determine how play would go with regards to this. I have room for just one call, okay? Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Femi D. Dr. Femi D. from
Good to connect with you. What's your name, sir?
Yeah, my name is calling from Abuja. I'm calling from Abuja.
Oh, so good to talk to you. Here with me.
Yeah, this is my years of listening to Nigeria, and this is my first time I'm calling.
Oh, wow. We have you on. Congrats, dear friend. Congrats.
Yes, sir. You see, when we talk about the government and when we talk about the president government, I think they are all the same family. Because we keep talking about every as a thing every day and night, every day. Look at what happened in this thing about the seminar, what's it called? That they killed the job and the content and all that, which is not supposed to be like that. The same thing happened in this during Buhari regime. Nothing was done. Remember again that was told to death that they killed during Buhari regime. Nothing was done. And in fact, sometimes when I listen to you people, you guys are just trying. Let me just say that. Because if I take the heartbeat, I don't get to listen. I find it difficult to even sleep. I do find it difficult to even sleep. Because this thing has been going on. Nothing is done. They promised us primary since how many years? It's done. But
Oh, Frank. Okay, what the call they dropped is. I'm truly grateful to have listened to your viewpoint on quite a number of issues. As I shared already this very morning. Just make sure you go back. Don't stay away from the lines. Let's let more new voices. If you have given up calling, don't give up. Just don't give up. Okay, make an attempt. I'm sure it delights to listen to your view and also to share your points on some of the discussions as we continue to have them day by day. All right, how things going in days to come. I'm grateful to you for joining in us for today. I'm back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday, and it's almost the end of the week, okay? Thursday, it's, people say Tango weekend is not coming. I'm not, and then they now remember somebody's wedding is coming, and then they have to go. Then they remember they have to go market. Then they remember that, thank God, the kids are at home for this very weekend. But then when the activities go on, like the more food you buy, the more things you buy, and the likes of that. Thanks for joining in. I'm Femi Bele. I'm back here tomorrow. You can keep up with me on social media at Femi D Live. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, anywhere that... Okay, apart from TikTok, I refuse to join. At Femi D Live, you find me there. Let's find out from you what you're thinking and the conversation from there. Good morning to you. Enjoy your day.
Uncle Dentist, what are cavities? And how does it protect my teeth from cavities? Does it use Kung Fu?
No, dear. Most tooth pain solved by tooth holes.